What's up, captains? It's Sista Citizen, and in today's video, I wanted to review a ship you might not even know you have with the mod Midas Manor and Player Home by Dielectric. Arguably one of the best mods released for Starfield to date, in my opinion. The mod author did a brilliant job of making the Midas Manor one of the most immersive homes in the game, but above and beyond the player home, you also get hundreds of decorative objects added to your builder. Starborn armors and helmets, legendary armors and weapons, all the traits on slates, books for all the snow globe locations, your own private vendors, and basically your own version of Aurora that can go undetected during contraband scans. That basically automatically responds from your boss layer, and all the named NPC outfits for free. This mod author takes it to the next level, and I for one had no idea that there was yet another surprise in this mod that it's just sitting there, just waiting for us to come pick it up. Did you know there's also a fully furnished, fully staffed, yes, a fully decked out, just like the player home, Starborn Guardian called the Midas Destroyer that also comes with this free mod? Yeah, I didn't either. Neither did I. I had no idea. Okay, maybe you knew. I didn't know. Okay, yes, it's in the title and in the description, but I had completely missed it until the captain in my community mentioned it. Like, what? This mod keeps on giving, fam. Like, it just keeps on giving. It's easy to overlook and also skip over reading the slate itself, with it kind of getting lost in all the other goodies on what I would call one of the most badass boss desks in the game. And of course, sometimes we players tend to not read the small print. At least I didn't. Okay, so to sum it up for those captains like me who don't like to read, the backstory on the slate explains how your private army of Starborn, called the Praetorian God, darling, has basically shipjacked a Starborn assault squadron that had been harassing you over the relics you've acquired. But they messed around and found out when your private army of Starborn guards captured them and stripped them of all of their technology and their gear and their ride, of course, and threw their captain in the brig. More on that later. Your Starborn Praetorian guards have repurposed the Starborn ship just for you, and the biometric ID has been outfitted for your specifications, captains. Okay, relax. So make sure to collect the biometric ID card right next to where you found the slate. You can find your new ship in the Narion system on Vectera at Argos Extractors, where you started the game. Off to the left, behind the main building, you'll find the Midas Destroyer on the cliff behind it. Here's a little shot for some perspective. Now, the first time I tried to enter the ship, my game crashed, and I've heard other captains in my community have also had the same issue. Putting this mod at the bottom of your ship mod seems to resolve this problem. Thank you for the tip, Captain Mary Beth. It would also be cool if there was a patch possibly for the LK ship skins mod, which make the Guardians look really cool on the outside. But anyway, I got it working, and whoa, captains, whoa. This ship is amazing. Just like the Midas Manor, it's also so well thought out in its design. And for my RP players, finally, your own private Starborn army to man and patrol your Starborn Guardian flagship. I mean, the RP is real here, people. The RP is real. And if you're a new player, this is a great way to start your playthrough, as you have access to the Midas Manor upon entering New Atlantis when you start your game, and you can retrieve this ship right away. I went there before starting the main story and found everyone was just kind of standing there like they were waiting for someone to yell action. I don't know. I have no idea why they were all there, but whatever. I didn't test if you have to have NG plussed it to retrieve the ship. I'm NG plus 16, but considering I hadn't started the main quest yet and basically just went straight to the player home and then straight to the ship, I don't think you have to be NG plus or have been a Starborn yet. But let me know in the comments below if that's not the case for your new character. I have to say, upon entering the ship, I felt like this is exactly what the inside of a Starborn flagship should look like, especially if you've maxed out your Guardian. Anywho, let's go check out the captain's living quarters with its bright red sofas, awesome sculptures, and artwork combined with the tables and shelves with the pre-placed clutter makes this area look more lived in than I ever could have made it look. I really like the GalBank exchange screen. Really cool how it rotates between the digital data screen, I guess. It's like it's a real stock market. It's very immersive. Now, I know there are some captains out there who want a cozy lived-in looking ship, but you don't have the time to decorate between your pirating, protecting the universe from alien creatures that spit psychedelic snot on you, smuggling alien eggs, or, you know, whatever it is you're doing out there. You will love this mod, and I mean the entire mod, player home and the ship and the goodies and the convenience. Now on to the kitchen, which is one of my favorite things about the Midas Manor, and it does not disappoint here either. For me, because I use food in the game, a working stove and refrigerator with storage is a must. And the kitchens in both the player home and the Midas Destroyer are incredibly immersive, from the countertop storage down to the Fallout 4 style visuals, although static, of the contents in your fridge. All of these little details give players a reason to keep coming back to and actually using our player homes and ships, so I love when mod authors add these little details. Next up is your captain's quarters that also features a snow globe display like the manor, shelves with clutter and little tchotchkes, and bookcases with working storage. I love the black comforter on the bed, very sleek, very sleek. And the sitting area and tiny bar on your private balcony overlooking the bridge is just super dope. On the other side of the ship, across this glorious bridge, you have your workbenches, which look incredible. The amount of detail on each one of them is fantastic, and again, would have taken me hours and hours to do. But once again, the mod author does all the heavy clutter work for us, which is so nice. And of course, these benches, which are the same benches or variation of them, will be available in your builder to use in your other ships and outposts. Check out this cool skeleton on the wall. I believe you can also find this as a decorative item as well. Most of these decorative items, again, for free, will be added to your builder for you to use on your other outposts and ships. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. These are the mod authors I'm happy to pay for their creations when they decide to charge IRL dollars for them. Next, we have the brig, and going back to the slate we found on the badass boss desk, it mentions the captain of the assault crew that attacked us, who was thrown in the brig. Well, here he is. What a nice touch from the mod author. Adds the extra touch of the backstory to the ship for an extra dose of immersive. Shout out to MXR. You also have the immersive storage, which I've come to love from this mod author, to store your armors, helmets, apparel, stuff like that. And next to the warden here is this cool little vendor shop, which is run by Quartermaster Moneybags Duncan. And the Quartermaster here carries your basic advanced weapons and armors, aid and chems, and strangely, a lot of books. Okay. Most importantly, though, is that this vendor has over 6 million credits that refreshes regularly, just like the player home. And the vendor on the upper deck, or the dock as she's called. However, she doesn't seem to have the ability to heal you, but she also has over 6 million credits as well. Legendary armors, weapons, named NPC outfits, starborn armor and helmets, refined aurora, and I mean just basically everything. And her inventory and credits will refresh regularly as well. Let's check out all this, like the cool little neat Starborn-esque stuff scattered about the counter. Just so cool. Just So cool. All right, so between the Midas Manor Player Home and the Midas Destroyer, you'll never have to visit a vanilla vendor ever again. Maybe that's why I love the Galbank monitor in my quarters. It makes me feel like my faction and my elite private army of Starborn are running the biggest, baddest underground financial institution the settled system has never seen. Seriously though, bravo to the mod authors who give us tons of hours of gameplay with their creations. Let's move on. Now I know what you're asking. Sista, what are the ship's stats and how does it hold up in combat? Well, pretty decent compared to a fully upgraded vanilla Guardian, which is only a class A. However, Guardians are effective if you're good at dogfighting on regular or hard difficulty because of its excellent maneuverability, but you will get rocked on extreme. So it kind of becomes useless at those levels and we stop using them because we can't upgrade the weapons or hull after NG+6. But the Midas Destroyer comes with M-class reactor-powered solar flare beams and these redonkulous torpedoes. And on Extreme, which I'm playing on now, you'll be fine with this loadout. The mod author says it has a 500,000 shielded cargo capacity and already comes equipped with a comm spike and conduction grid, so you can use the Midas Destroyer for the Crimson Fleet questline. Crimson Fleet questline. And you can have up to 10 of your own crew on top of the Starborn crew that comes with the ship. Mwah! Chef's kiss to all that's going on here. What else can I say other than A++ to Dielectric for this mod? Mods and mod authors like these makes me extremely excited for the future of Starfield. And if you have this mod, make sure to give the mod a like in the Creations Club or endorse it on the Nexus. And if you don't have it yet, download it now. The focus of this video was to highlight the ship that comes along with the Midas Manor Player Home, but I highly recommend the Player Home as well. Finding out there was a ship too was just like icing on the cake. So this entire mod is fantastic. So make sure you go check it out. Let me know in the comment section if you have the Midas mod and had no idea about the Midas Destroyer, or if you plan to download this mod, and if you did, do you love it as much as I do? Let me know in the comments below. Also, special shout out to Duckfoot and all the members who support this channel. I couldn't make this content without you guys. Also, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it or found it informative, and subscribe so you never miss a live stream. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next ones, Captains. Sanctum Universum.